specific programs for the objectives that a person coming here on a working holiday visa, I would have to say no. There is no specific program with a name for this. However, I think that the flexibility of enrollment, of our intakes, of our level tests, of the afternoon classes you can take, all of these facilitate the same type of flexibility that a working holiday visa also facilitates. We have students who come and study with us for 2 months. They then leave our program, they go take work, they come back. Because they've come back so recently, there's no registration fee, they simply extend their courses. Their visa type does not require us to monitor too much about their continuous study with us. It's not a requirement at all. Additionally, I have students who have come here on working holiday visas, have taken 2 months of intensive course. So their day 9 to 3:15 is with us in the school, but they will extend every month. And because they extend every month, they will then choose how much class based on how much work I have at the moment. So I had a student who would take intensive for 1 month, and then essential for 1 month, and then took a break for a month and came back with essential, and then standard, and then intensive over this 5 to 6 month period. Across all nationalities will come here on the ETA visa waiver, and so they have no visa requirements. I would say second is our study permit. So because we are a designated learning institute, we have a DLI number, so you can apply from the home country to come to Canada on a study permit directly to Stafford House. Now, with the number of working holiday visas, I would say any time in the school per year, at least 1 to 2. I would say it goes up to about 10 sometimes throughout the year because, of course, being on a working holiday visa, you can work, study, or travel. And so there's great flexibility in where am I and what am I doing at any time. So we always keep the door open for this type of thing, which is why I like that we enroll students every Monday, for example, to start. For our Korean students, the majority will come on study permits. 80% study permits, maybe 20% these working holiday visas. This student was already in Canada before they came to here. They had already finished about 8 months of their working holiday visa. They joined us for a conversation club because they were looking for some English help and practice and opportunities. They really enjoyed the school, so they ended up studying here. She is a student who would pay monthly and who would choose her course load every month. So some months she was taking more classes, some months less classes, sometimes she would take breaks, and all of this because she was searching for jobs. This student then, at the end of their work permit time, ended up going back to their home country with a level 7 certificate of English study for the periods that she studied with us, and is now able to use that on her resume for an official proof of English proficiency when she's applying for jobs. It's a very good question. Taking a job in Canada, Canada is a very international, very diverse place, full of immigrants, full of a lot of different type of people that do not look like me. Because of this, I would say intermediate, you may survive, you may be able to get a position. I would say upper intermediate to advanced is going to be the best option for you. When you go into the advanced level, more doors open for you. This is doors in management positions, it's doors to universities and master degree level programs. Staying at the intermediate level may grant you opportunities to function and work within a position, earn an income, and simply do that. I think the advanced upper intermediate levels, these are the ones that open further opportunities down the line. I will also say, depending on the community and the strength of the community relationship you have, you don't need to speak any English at all. I can think of an example where I had a Korean student who had been living in Calgary for 5 years. He started our program at level 1. He had been living in Calgary for 5 years, but he did not speak English. He didn't need to. He had a newspaper in Korean, he had his restaurant where they spoke Korean. He had his food shopping market where they spoke Korean. He had his immigration consultant who spoke Korean. He had a car and he had everything that he needed. When he purchased his car, it was from a Korean salesman. He worked as a computer software engineer for a Korean. His boss was Korean, his interview was in Korean, everything happened. But he started wanting to learn English, not only because of his children and being able to speak with the school administrators and not relying on his children to translate for him, which is always funny to think about the child telling their parents they're in trouble. But he wanted to become more part of the culture that was here, and as well, his boss had told him, I cannot elevate you because I cannot give you meetings with English-speaking people. And this was his desire for studying, absolutely. As for how do we assist students finding jobs, there is no official service that Stafford House Calgary offers for job placement. However, Student Services, myself, academic coordinator here, we have what's called an open door policy, which means that if my door is open, if anyone's door is open, come and speak with us. It's not necessary to schedule an appointment. I have helped students to purchase bicycles. I have helped them to review resumes. I have helped them to arrange flights for their family to come visit them or make snowboarding trips out to the mountains. Helping someone with the resources to find a job platform where it has all these different job possibilities or job openings, for example, is not something that we would ever say no to helping with. I have many words for Korean students, especially for all of the newhak students that are watching and thinking about coming to Canada to study English, maybe even that have just returned home from having studied here or met me before. For all of you, I'd say deciding to go to a different country takes courage. It takes a lot of time, it takes money, but it will give you something that you cannot take from anywhere else, that has 1 million different opportunities, that comes to a city that has 1 million hours of sun in the summertime, that is a little cold in the summer or in the winter, but still allows you the diversity of different activities and exploration and things that you'll never forget in your life. Here at Stafford House, we have a family. And so I hope I can one day welcome you to this family here on Orientation Day. And for now, newhak, I'll say 안녕하세요.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Can I take a video of your socks as well?
Yeah, me and my crazy colorful socks.